The face-off sponsored by Rooms to Go. Lots of lineup juggling here. Lots of extra bodies out in the pregame skates.
Yeah, no kidding. I thought it was a football team out there for the New Jersey Devils. They must have 26 guys, good young talent, even though Jack Hughes is not in the lineup for the next several weeks. Lightning D are going to have to be ready.
Kucherov with a long shot. It is handled by Markstrom, and he will hold on for the first face-off. Points cornered there, so he works it down the left wing boards and cuts back again. On Connor Brown, long shot. Markstrom dives on the loose puck right in front of the Devils' net. There's Jesper Bratt. Bratt drops this one out to Gritsuk. Gritsuk with a shot and a save made by Vasilevsky. Forecheck comes from Mercer. Mercer puts it back to the line. Waiting for it is Dennis Cholowski. Cholowski with a long shot that finds its way through.
Vasilevsky had no idea. It was a heck of a start for the Devils. That was their first win, and they went on to win 7 more consecutively. Gave them that great start.
Yeah, they had a great start with an 8-game winning streak. You're right. This one's poked back to Santini. Santini has played now his second game as a member of the Tampa Bay Lightning. Chipped in by Lamico. Santini puts it up the boards. It's knocked down by New Jersey. Sent back to Dylan. Loads, fires, and Vasilevsky the save. Loose puck. He jumps on that one and will hang on. Kucherov picks his way back inside the line. Good pass, good shot up high, and it missed over the crossbar off the stick there of Cirelli and goes up and out of play. So first power play of the game goes to the Devils. They've got a good power play, 5th overall in the NHL. Here's Luke Hughes. His shot stopped by Vasilevsky. Back up through center. They'll step in. Here comes Hagel again. Cut back move. Shot saved by Markstrom on a nice release there for Brandon Hagel. Devils hate seeing Hagel. He's played 12 games against him. He's got 10 goals. Try to center that one. It goes up and into the glove of Markstrom, who keeps the play. Gets it deep. Glendening swings it around. Ends up back in the Bolts net. Center of the 10. Big save by Vasilevsky.
I'm Tina Wiley, and it is my honor to introduce a man who embodies the spirit of giving back. For families facing financial hardship, timely access to resources can make a huge difference. And Daystar Life delivers just that kind of lifeline. It's an organization providing a variety of services, essential resources.
Here's Hamilton. Comes near side for Mercer. Mercer has played every single game in his career to this point. This one's turned over, and away goes Gensel. Gensel's in! Scores! Jake Gensel buries it and makes it 1-0 Tampa Bay.
He catches New Jersey all focusing on the puck. He's on the turn there, so he's way ahead of everybody. He just freezes the goaltender completely. Markstrom is not even sure what he's going to do yet, and the puck's already going between his legs. Look at Gensel there. He sees the big space in between. Markstrom is like, am I going to stand? Am I going to go down? Huge spot there. Gensel, decisive right away. Doesn't get in too tight. Rips it along the ice.
Bjorkstrand give it a bump, got the puck free. Chipped out by Gord, but taken away by the Devils. And here comes Gritsuk. Gritsuk in, long shot handled by Vasilevsky. Timo Meier sets things up with his mates. They send it back to the line for Hughes. Bratt into the middle. Mercer with a shot. Save Vasilevsky. Rebound. Here's Gritsuk again. Nemitz. Drop back to the line for Hamilton. Rister, and that one seemed to dip on the way through to Vasilevsky. Long shot. Bounces back out to the blue line and stays in. Here's Cotter, gets it to Palat in front. Saved by Vasilevsky on Nason right on the doorstep. Out comes Dylan. He'll lift it back into the Lightning zone. Here's Lilleberg. Mercer picks it up on his backhand, puts it to the line. Nemitz with a drive. Saved by Vasilevsky.
That guy seems to be out there every shift. Nemitz is around the puck all the time. He came off the bench there, walked right into a great scoring chance.
He's been elevated too to the top pairing with Siegenthaler. That's normally where Dougie Hamilton plays. But he's been so hot, he's giving Sheldon Keefe really no choice.
Yeah, he had a hat trick the other day. He's got 4 goals in the last 3 games for Nemeth on defense.
Yeah, and an overtime winner to boot. And he scored the shootout winner in their last victory on the weekend against the Capitals. So yeah, he's hot. Here's Carlisle, bat center, back in it goes. Out of the reach of Markstrom, comes around the near side. Digging for, there's Bjorkstrand and James. They get it back to Santini with a drive. That's Point leaning on him, but Cotter shakes the check and steps in. Paul Cotter with a wrist shot, and a stop made by Vasilevsky with exactly one. Vasilevsky's been sharp, flipped up ahead. Hagel trying to catch up. He's angled off by Dillon. They go into the boards heavily there. Out in front for Kucherov. Scores! Nikita Kucherov! Puck came right out to him, and he does not miss. 2-0 Bolts.
Brandon Hagel makes the play here, though. So much pressure coming up the ice. So now New Jersey has to come in and help Dillon. Dillon's on the inside at the boards, is not in good position. Hagel gets some help, some support there from Cirelli. And good old number 86, Kucherov, is in a slot. Makes a beautiful shot. And the Lightning up 2-0.
Has goals in back-to-back games for Kucherov, and he ties. Luke Hughes up to Palat, off his stick and past Glendening, a couple of former Bolt forwards. Long shot in the way, blocked aside by Vasilevsky. Hischier skating it away from Hagel, up the middle, drops it off, goes to the net, got his stick on that redirect. Vasilevsky with a stop. Into the corner for Gensel, back to Nikita Kucherov. Here's Point now. He's checked, comes to Kucherov to Radish. Quick drive! That kind of piece of the post, or was it Markstrom's stick that hit the post? Works it down low, inside for Point. Shot blocked, goes right back to Bjorkstrand. Here's Kucherov. Point, Radish. Back up top, Darren Radish takes a look, takes the shot. Tip, scores! Jake Gensel with his second of the game, and it's a power play goal. The Lightning lead 3-0.
Got the box moving a little bit. What a heads-up play by Darren Radish, though. Radish just drifts his way into the middle. Look at Gensel, top left of your screen. He was in front of the net. He just sifts his way backwards. Everybody forgets about him in a white jersey. Gensel's there, got his stick ready, gives him a target. Radish hits it, and there's no way the goaltender can react in time.
Couldn't handle the pass cleanly, was kind of in his skates, and now here comes Hagel. He's going to step Hagel in, back across to Moser, and he couldn't get a shot away. He goes into
the play and goes to the net really hard, and he ends up in the net. Hagel with a nice job driving to the net here. Gets the goaltender's attention, but the puck is back in Moser's feet. Moser can't really stop his forward momentum. Goes into Markstrom. Markstrom mauled him a little bit.
Centering pass does not get all the way to Bratt. Taken away by Cirelli. Hughes breaks that up and steps back in. Got it to Hischier. Oh, what a save by Vasilevsky. Vintage robbery. Career high for him. Here's Luke. Fans on that shot. It goes wide. Bounces out in front. Moser is there to knock it away, but it ends up with Hischier. Resets it. Look out, this is trouble.
What a
and Vasilevsky's got it loose to the side of the net and batted in. Vasilevsky wasn't sure where it was. Hischier knew, and he taps it in to get the Devils on the board.
Going to go to the net on the left-hand side. See, Vasi doesn't know where it is. Goes off his blocker on a crazy angle back to the other side of his body. See, he doesn't know where it is. Good coverage there. I mean, it's pretty much as good as you can do for Moser. No luck, though, for Moser, as Hischier just stays with it and stays with it. And he actually kicked that, and it's Moser that puts it.
Point gets it away to Gensel. Jake Gensel with a couple of goals in this one, including his 10th of the season. He's the team leader right now on it for Gensel. Hits the post. He almost had the hat trick right there.
Along the wall. Beautiful little spin around backhand. Gensel, his timing is everything. That's what makes him one of the great smart players. Get away from everybody, get to the front of the net. He saw when Brayden Point was getting the puck. He got it by the players. And there was the comparison again. Kucherov works in small spaces, and Hughes, over the course of the season, has skated about 11 miles more than Kucherov has. Different styles.
Here's Point. Radish low, shoots, scores! Darren Radish with a rocket, and it is 4-1 Tampa Bay.
Radish coming late on the play. He'll be at the top of your screen. Again, Braden Point pushing the defenders back. And look at the time and room for Radish. He gets it, is able to walk down pretty much to the top of the circle, put it on a tee, gets it away really quickly. And
here's Kucherov again, lets it go. Looking for the tip from Gensel. Kucherov again. Inside to Gensel. Scores! Jake Gensel! And bring out the hats! It's a hat trick, and it's 5-1.
he is red hot. And how about the pass again from Kucherov? From the top from Radish. This time he's in exactly the same spot, and it's Kucherov that gets it to him. Kucherov hangs out outside the dot, and because of that, he's in that area that makes defenders think, well, should I go all the way? Yeah, Brendan Dillon went all the way. That means the front of the net is a lot more open, and because of that, Kucherov knows exactly what he can do with that. How about that set of hands, too? Because Gensel takes a little step backwards, receives the puck, gets it, soft enough hands to shovel it.
Gord had it roll away from him, and it comes to the line, held in. Here's a shot in tight. Vasilev's going to save. Rebound is going to be cleared by... Gliding back the other way. Kucherov through center. Up ahead. Here's Gensel. Gensel in. Stopped by Markstrom. But it won't matter in the end. The Lightning are going to take this one. Full value. They